I have here the 16 by 20 by 1 Filtrete furnace filter. This one's a 300, and I know that picking the right furnace filter for your home is actually really confusing and really frustrating at times because everybody's got their own scale and how they rate. The US government has their own scale, the MERV rating, and so it can just be a little confusing. And then not to mention, like, some furnaces can't even handle some filters, so otherwise they'll wreck your furnace. So this is just going to help. I want to help you pick out the right furnace filter for your home. Here's what you need to know. First thing is that the higher the rating on any of the scales just simply means it's going to filter out more particulate out of the air. And so if you're looking for something that's, going to take out a lot of stuff, again, going for the highest isn't necessarily even going to be the best choice, because when you pull out the highest or have a thicker filter, pardon me, then your furnace is going to have more struggle pushing air through the filter. So if you think of it in terms of, like, Filtrete does a great job with their rating scale and stuff, and it make it easy to understand. But if you think of it in zones rather than individual numbers, think of it in zones like low, medium, and high. So the low zone is going to be your filters that are like 300, like this one, up to say 600. And these are going to do a great job of filtering out dust and dust mites out of the air. And that's like at the microscopic level already. Like, you're already thinking really, really small at this point. So these are going to be really good for that level of dust and stuff in your house. So if you live in a place where that makes sense to you, then these are going to be a great filter, and they're really cost effective at this range. The next range would be like the medium. Oh, and that'd be like a MERV 8. I think this is like a MERV 8. Yeah, so MERV 8 on the MERV scale. The next zone would be like 600 to say 1,000, and this would be good. Those would be good for like allergens in the air, like so pet dander and pollen. Those filters can stop those things. And so if you've got allergies in the house, that's something you might want to consider. If you've got pets, things like that, you might want to consider that medium zone. And then the high zone would be like 1,500 and above. That'd be like MERV 11, 12, 13. And those filters are going to be able to catch the bacteria and viruses out of the air and be able to filter out those. But those filters get really thick, and if you don't have a new enough furnace to handle the pressure that creates, you're going to put extra wear and tear on your furnace. So that's something to be aware of. Not all furnaces are created equal. Like, some of them are older, and so you want to make sure you know what kind of furnace you have. So basically, that's the way you kind of think of it. Think about which zone are you in, and then try to get the highest one maybe in that zone that you can think your furnace is going to work with. And so if you're going to pick out a furnace filter, think of your environment. Are you in the city where there's no, just kind of regular dust, or, an apartment somewhere, or are you in like a farm and there's lots of pollen and stuff in the air? Do you have pets and allergies in your home? Or if you are really worried about viruses and bacteria in the air, then there's filters that can even filter out those things, like 1,500 and up. But again, pay attention to the age of your furnace as well, and then plus your budget, because you don't want to let these things build up. You want to be changing them every 3 months so that they don't get a buildup on there, because again, that creates strain on your furnace. So making sure you're changing them regularly, so it has to fit with your budget, your lifestyle, your environment, and things like that, and your family needs. And then choose a range and pick a filter in those ranges that makes sense for you. I think that's it. I hope that's helpful. And I think that's everything you need to know when it comes to picking a filter for your home. So enjoy choosing the right filter, and I hope you find the right filter for your home.